I'm Megan.
And I'm Holly.
And we are Worn Out Mama's Cannon.
In honor of Memorial Day, we would like to thank those who have served, past and present, and thank them for the sacrifices that they've made.
And what's more American than some apple pie filling? We were given these apples by our local school, and we wanted to show you all that you don't always need a big garden to can, and you don't always need
a ton of produce to can. Just can what you have.
And we knew we weren't going to eat all these apples within the time before they go bad. So before they go bad, we're going to can them so they last a long time. So we're going to be using the Norpro Apple Master.
And it's going to peel and core our apples for us.
This will save a lot of time, but it's not necessary. You can do it the old-fashioned way. So we've cut and cored about 6 pounds of apples, which is what you need for the recipe.
We're going to go back through and look and see if we have any extra peeling on our apples and get out any bad spots that we see.
You only want the best for your pie filling.
Now that we've went through and we've got off any bad spots and any extra skin, we're going to go ahead and half our spirals. Alright, let's get into what ingredients we need. We need our 6 cups of apples, our 4.5 cups of sugar, our 1 cup of cornstarch, and 10 cups of water.
Now let's get into the spices. You need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a 1/4 a teaspoon of nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Something optional that I do think that we're going to do for the recipe is 2 drops of yellow food coloring. Like I said, that's optional, but I think we're going to do it just for the pretty effect.
Alright, so let's get combining our dry ingredients. We're going to take our 4.5 cups of sugar,
1 cup of cornstarch,
a 1/4 a teaspoon of nutmeg,
and 2 teaspoons of some cinnamon. We're not going to do anything with the lemon juice or the food coloring until closer to the very end. So we'll bring that up when it comes time. We're going to mix this together really well, and then we're going to get 10 cups of water and put our 2 teaspoons of salt and mix that really well, and then we'll put all the ingredients other than the lemon juice, apples, and food coloring together into a rolling boil, and we're just really looking for a good pie filling consistency.
We'll show you what that looks like when we get there.
All right, while Holly gets our 10 cups of water and salt ready, I wanted to tell you we have already sterilized our jars for this video, and we are already starting our water bath canner, so it is ready for processing when we get done.
Let this get warm enough that it'll start to dissolve. We're going to go ahead and pack our jars with our apples, and we're going to leave an inch headspace. And you don't have to do your apple slices like we did. If you like thicker apples for your apple pies, go ahead and chop them however you'd like them. This is just how we prefer to do it, but it's very customizable.
I love it.
Like, come join us on our Mama's Cookie Night.
I love it. I'm sorry.
Now that we've taken it off the heat and it's gotten to a syrup consistency, we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of lemon juice and 2 drops of yellow food coloring.
Oh, that hit my gut. It hurts so bad. Oh,
I'm gonna give this a quick stir. That syrupy consistency. Pour it in our measuring cup, and then we're gonna put it in some jars.
So we're actually going to get about 6 quarts and then 1 pint over here. Again, some of our apples are turning brown and that's okay, don't stress. We're going to pour our syrup over the apple.
As you can tell, as Megan's pouring this in, this is definitely something that you're going to want to debubble when you get done, because there's a lot of nooks and crannies in there since we've shoved all the apples in, and you want to make sure that you have filling over all of those apples.
Something we've noticed is we're even having to take some apples out. Guys, you definitely do not want any apples coming out of your jar, because anything that's going to add pressure to your lid when you put it on there is going to affect your seal. So take some out, use it for later, do whatever you need with it, but make sure it's not popping out of your jar. Guys, we are sampling some of our product. Our hands are clean and this goes towards our family, so
Mind your business.
my business. But this is really good. Really, really good. Kid approved, mama approved,
Right? Yeah.
and something we are going to love all year long.
Hold on, baby. These wild boys just woke up from a nap, so they're going to join us for a little bit. Our next step is going to be getting some distilled white vinegar and putting it on a paper towel and wiping our rims. That's the vinegar that we used.
Make sure it is 5%.
Okay. Now that we've cleaned our jar rims, we're going to put our flats on our jars and then put our rings on finger tight.
So now that we've got our rings on finger tight, it's time to process our apple pie filling. And we are going to process it for 20 minutes. Pints normally are a little bit less, but we go with whatever the biggest jar we're using. So 20 minutes processing time, and then we'll pull them out and listen for that sweet pop.
We're just going to add our jars to our water bath canner, and we're going to process for 20 minutes.
Good. So now our 20-minute processing bath is up, and we are listening for that sweet pop.
Once you hear that sweet pop, you know your job's done.
So I don't think we're gonna wait, because I think we're gonna go ahead and pop one open tonight and put it on some ice cream.
Yeah, we are.
But if you like what you saw,
Like and subscribe.
don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thanks,
Thanks, y'all.
y'all.